They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On third down, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. To throw, it's Lance. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down. Easy with a hold on to. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the gun on third down, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 14 carries, 54 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold
hold, able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A give. This is Montgomery, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds Robinson, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Fields. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Fields on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields throwing again. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. They snap it to Fields. The connection made. It's Graham. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To the air again, Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. His throw incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again is Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Second down at 4. To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. On first down, it's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. And this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Mitchell again. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Fields on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Man open is Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 78 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They run the counter. Mitchell, and this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Fields. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. Steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Play action. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Now remember, these 2 teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Kinlaw. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Shoves him away. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Wilson is going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We get our first look now at Trey Lance, ready to quarterback this San Francisco offense. And Lance, the number 3 pick in the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Right back to Connor here on first. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
4 yards remain for second down.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Now a play fake. Lance
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his
touchdown, 49ers. Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Mitchell shoves him aside, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give right side. Mitchell, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon,
his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, again, Wilson will keep it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wilson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run with Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Here's Connor on the read option.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Once again, it's Connor.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
The Lance going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Touchdown!
James Conner with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lance now on first down. And this is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Baby. Yeah, baby.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, guys, let's go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And incomplete. So we have reached halftime with him. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 29, Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
They start the drive with Conner, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. An option handoff given to Conner. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, Conner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Conner on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's
and trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On first down, Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Lance looking to throw it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Wilson on first down. And his pass incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Deep Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Lance now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of...
Fighting through it, he's got space. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. He gets attended to. We'll step aside. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Samson Abuka in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 22, Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. Partner to watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Wilson going to keep it on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. And it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
and 49.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles. Throwing on first down. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The carry here for the big tight end. Carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive sack. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Here's Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelling, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Lance buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Throwing his Lance on third down. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big third down play there for the Niners. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Mitchell. And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
You're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch. and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the gun on third down, Lance. Hard throw, incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On the ground, it's Akers. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stafford. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And he fires one, but incomplete. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down. Going.
On 1st down at Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that.
And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
On first down, Stafford here.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw again on second down. Stafford, this one to the left to Higbee. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the second quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet, but you know he's waiting and available.
Yeah, now the question is, how will they utilize him here? And they're able to get this one across the 35.
On first down, Lance. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Throwing again is Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 16, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Lance now on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A final shot before half for Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Latavius Murray, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Justin Herbert, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Lance looking to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there in this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Mitchell. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the 50, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. And Woods has it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. On the give, this is Akers.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Stafford. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On play action, Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, they'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 45 on second down, Lance. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Lance looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run here with Akers. Gets past one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run this with Akers. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Stafford here. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down at Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
180 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st down, Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now Lance. And he will find his man Samuel.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper because at this point in overtime, a field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
And Lance now to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And out of bounds all the way down at the
3. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford on 1st down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From just shy of midfield, Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. On 1st down, Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Rams,
They continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.